Since kindergarten, I'm sure we've all learned that we need to capitalize proper nouns such as names, places, or companies. But there was a time in the 17th and 18th century where people would capitalize every single noun regardless if it was a proper noun or a common noun. The reason for this occurs back with a guy named John Hart. John Hart was a pretty good guy. He wanted to reform the spelling of the English language. To put this in today's perspective, think of the words serve, girl, burn, work, dollar, and earn. In all of those words we have the same vowel sound. However, all of those words are spelled completely differently. Hart noticed that these words were being spelled all these different ways, yet they sound exactly the same, so he tried to create a spelling reform to fix that. His spelling reform failed, but he did have an influence on capitalization. Hart felt that every single noun had to be capitalized, regardless of whether it was a proper noun or a common noun. This method of capitalizing every noun had the most popularity in the late 17th century, but it continued on until the middle of the 18th century. One person who did follow this rule was Benjamin Franklin. In his autobiography, nearly every single noun is capitalized, regardless of whether it's common or proper. From a child, I was fond of reading, and all the little money that came into my hands was ever laid out in books. In that sentence, every single noun is capitalized. This method began to lose popularity in the 18th century when grammarians wanted to stop people from capitalizing every single word. The grammarians felt that the overuse of capitalization was unnecessary and it caused problems with the distinction between actual proper nouns and actual common nouns. Therefore, the grammarians made a rule that we can only capitalize proper nouns and leave common nouns lowercase. And that rule has been with us ever since, so remember, capitalize proper nouns and don't capitalize common nouns.